Previously on Traveler, three best friends.
You guys head down first. I'll be right behind you taping the whole thing. Good luck.
And one innocent prank.
Hold it!
Lead to an unthinkable betrayal.
Did you get out?
Yeah, we're at the corner. Where are you?
Sorry I had to do this.
You think Will framed us for this?
Will apologized right before the museum exploded, and our faces are on TV.
We found Traveler in the museum, dead.
Will avoided cameras. But if you want a picture, how about this?
I've done as you asked. They'll be here tonight.
Good. What's Fulbrook done?
I hired him to save your asses. You leave the country immediately.
Watch out!
Stay out of sight. I'll handle this.
Go!
Who hired you?
Father know about this?
Your father is the least of your worries.
New York field office.
Sir, you need to contact the bureau in Chicago. I'm afraid Los Angeles is outside our current search radius.
What do we got? Upstate New York. Franklin County Sheriff sent these images. Partial print suggests Fogg was driving the vehicle.
Franklin County. That's where Marlowe and Borges are headed. If our suspects are still in the area, they'll be looking for food, clothing, transportation. Let's think, people. Where would these guys go? What about travel?
Nada. No pictures, no IDs. Still a ghost.
Franklin County Sheriff's reporting a murder, sir. Tolman Airfield.
How close is that to the Fogg estate?
It's less than 2 miles.
I don't believe in coincidences. Tell Franklin County I'm en route.
How much for the jeans?
Updating you on the Drexler Museum bomb. Authorities now feel certain that the suspects, Fogg and Birchall, remain in the New York area. If you have seen these two suspects, please contact
I know, man. I've been getting that all day. I look like that guy, right? Will $40 cover it?
Yeah. You want a bag?
No, thanks. I got one already.
How much evidence do you think these scrubs have contaminated?
Don't get cocky. These locals were on the scene an hour before us. They must be doing something right.
Can I help you, too?
Special Agent Marlowe, New York Field Office. This is Agent Boris.
Oh, right. Deputy Sheriff Roach. Deceased name is John Ellington. Worked for a crisis management firm out of Washington.
We understand he was on retainer to Carlton Fogg?
Yep, and according to the prints we found inside, he was here with Jay Birchall and Tyler Fogg.
Nice work.
We have to go.
What the hell are you doing?
Changing my hair.
Auburn Sun. Are you gonna be a redhead now?
Yeah, that's all they had at the store.
If we want to stay inconspicuous, we don't walk around with bad dye jobs and haircuts that make us look like criminals. Hey, we have to be smart. Yeah, can you please come back? Yeah, but I haven't packed yet. Could you please just come back?
Breaking news just in. Police have discovered the body of a man bound and gagged inside a hangar at Tolman Airfield today.
We left Ellington alive this morning. We didn't kill him.
And we didn't blow up the Drexler either.
He tried to kill us, and then he ends up dead. What does that mean?
It means we need to keep moving. And maybe the hair dye wasn't such a bad idea.
Have you seen a wound like this before?
Sure.
What do you mean, sure?
Slow bleeding kill shot, femoral artery. Saw a couple in Iraq. It's an insurgency torture technique.
Not the kind of thing you learn in the Ivy League.
Birchall was ROTC, his father first recon. This guy's invented stuff like that.
Maybe, but is that the kind of thing you teach a kid?
Agent Marlowe, Birchall's been spotted in a black sedan.
Where?
Redside Motel, half hour south.
Half hour? What do you say we close that gap?
FBI, everyone down! Clear!
It's empty.
Damn it.
They're running up the lead.
Tell New York that our suspects' descriptions have changed.
So you think they'll really bite? We dyed our hair and changed our look?
That's the first thing you learn in law school. Play to the jury's expectations, to believe every word.
Hey, you know, I think we're going in the wrong direction. Yeah, we're heading south, Jay.
Hey! The border's that way. I'm not going to Canada.
What do you want to do, Jay? You want to go back to New York, huh? Sign some autographs?
We tried your way, Tyler. It almost got us killed.
So are you blaming me for what happened?
No.
Then who? My dad?
We're going back to Yale.
No. That's suicide. No way am I going back there.
Oh, you have a better idea?
Yeah, I do. It's about 70 miles north from here. It's got good beer, bacon, and way fewer guns, Jay.
They sent a man to kill us. I'm not saying your dad knew about Ellington. All right, but whoever sent him, whoever he and Will were working for, do you really think they're going to be stopped by matters of jurisdiction?
I'm not going back, Jay.
Why not?
New Haven will be crawling with cops.
So will every border crossing into Canada. That's why we're going back to where this all started. New Haven is the only place to find hard evidence that Will ever existed. It's the first step to clearing our names.
Thanks, Jack. I'm standing outside the home of Kim Doherty, reputed to be the girlfriend of Drexler bombing suspect Jay Birchall. Doherty moved to Manhattan 6 months ago, where she and the suspect were often seen together. Needless to say, the question on everyone's mind is whether or not Kim Doherty knew of yesterday's events before they happened.
Michelle, have authorities mentioned any idea whether Miss Doherty is a suspect?
No, Jack. Police won't confirm anything. Neighbors are questioned by the FBI.
She's not answering.
Want me to have our men keep the paparazzi off it?
No. Miss Doherty should get used to her celebrity status.
Sir?
Walk with me.
We interviewed the staff, gone over the room. We think Birchall and Fogg left a little less than an hour ago. The county's fully mobilized, but it's not much.
What about the body at the airfield?
He worked for a firm in Washington, D.C. He was hired by Carlton Fogg.
Bores.
Sir, we found their old clothes in a dumpster out back.
So they changed their clothes and their look. Our suspects are starting to adapt. I want every cop in the county watching the Canadian border. Get me mock-ups of Birchall and Fogg's potential new look, and get me as much press here as possible.
You want press, sir?
If Birchall and Fogg are making a run for Canada, I'm going to make sure everybody knows about it.
If you're going to steal a car, it's best to pick one that won't be missed for a while.
What, you've stolen a car?
Yeah, it was kind of a rite of passage where I grew up.
Yeah, I'm impressed, Jay.
Don't be. I went to Yale to get away from stuff like this.
It's another one heading north. We were right on the call.
All right, this one looks good. What are you doing? We smashed the window. 9 times out of 10, the owner leaves the valet key in the glove compartment.
Wait.
9 times out of 10, cars like these are left unlocked. It's easier to get blue book value from the insurance company. Yes. That was the easy part.
What's the hard part?
New Haven.
Still on course. This is working.
Where are we with the damage assessment?
I took care of Ellington.
I don't mean Ellington.
I'm still getting reports from the Drexler, but right now we can assume that everything in the museum has been taken care of.
The entire collection?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Knowing that Birchall and Fogg have altered their appearance, our forensic artists have created these mock-ups of possible new looks.
I think Boss likes talking to them more than us.
Of course he does. When he talks to us, he doesn't get to see himself on TV later.
The prints were found at the crime scene, so until we rule out their involvement, Birchall and Fogg should be considered armed and dangerous. Thank you.
Sir.
Carlton Fogg is being brought into New York. I'm heading down there now to question him. I want you two to head north and help oversee the border operation.
Actually, sir,
Yes, Agent Marlowe.
I'd like permission to pursue another course of action.
You have a better idea?
Just a different one. We're working off a nascent profile, but if they were running for the border, why drive south from the airport?
They could easily have gotten turned around.
Then why take the time to color and cut their hair? We all know that every second counts for a fugitive. They would have been better off going straight for Canada.
Interesting theory. If they did head south, where would you place them?
I think they're running scared. And if they don't flee the country, they're going to be looking for shelter with friends, family, whoever they can trust. Maybe back to New York, another Fogg house. We have units covering those, so I'd like permission to go to New Haven.
New Haven. You think they would be crazy enough to go back there?
Even if I'm wrong, at least we'll get more interviews and help build a profile.
Voorhees, what's your feeling?
Don't know, sir, but I think we're more effective on the move than sitting at a border crossing.
Okay. You've got 24 hours.
Events such as those of the past 36 hours remind us that it's become increasingly difficult to offer protection and solace to those that we hold dear. I'm being called into the FBI today because I was contacted by my son in the hours following the bombing of the Drexler Museum. Tyler sounded distraught. He professed his innocence, and I did what I believe any father would do. I asked him to come home. My hope was that I could persuade them to turn themselves in to the authorities.
You still believe him now?
Come,
He's saying that because he has to, Jay. He can't admit that he tried to help us.
And although a man ended up dead, I will say this. I still believe that my son is innocent of this crime, just as I am sure he is innocent of the bombing of the Drexler Museum. Tyler, if you can hear me, if you're there, I want you to know that I am here to help you. And I will do everything in my power to make sure that you get a fair trial and that you are treated.
What the hell? He's saying that to protect himself, Tyler. Look, I'm only gonna say this once, but you wouldn't have even been in that house with me and Will if your father hadn't cut you off. Doesn't that make you question his loyalty?
I don't want to hear about it anymore, Jay.
Fine. But as long as we're sticking together, your father is not an option.
Yeah, then what's the plan?
Will and I left some boxes at a friend's house. They had his chemistry work, clothing, things we can take to the feds.
Why didn't I know about this?
Because we left him at Nell's.
This just gets better and better.
Look, whatever happened between you and Nell, it's way less important than what we'll find.
Kim, tell us about your boyfriend. How long you been with a guy like Jake? Come on, tell us about
tried to call you.
Sorry, I had to turn my cell off. Every TV station and newspaper in town has been calling. Kind of nice to have work to run to.
Yeah, about that.
Oh.
I'm not firing you. Once this whole thing gets resolved.
True. Right.
It's just not the kind of publicity we need for the gallery right now. Well, I've got your stuff inside. Okay. And I need your key.
Right. I got it.
There's gotta be one.
It's okay. We'll keep looking.
How do you live with somebody for 2 years and not have a single picture of them? How do you live with somebody for 2 years and not have a single picture of them?
Hurry it up. Already counted 5 cops since we got to town.
Yeah, we'll just grab Will's stuff and get out of here.
So did Nell ever ask why I wasn't storing boxes with her?
She was more interested in why you left without calling. All right. Look for Will's notes, chemistry papers, housing records, anything that proves he existed.
What's up?
Will labeled all his boxes. They're not here.
Maybe Nell moved them.
No, they're not here, Tyler. How could that be? We only dropped them off 3 days ago.
That's all the time they needed to set us up.
What are those?
Floor plans for the Drexler.
There's printouts on explosives, blast patterns, casualty estimates.
Yeah, well, they didn't take Will's stuff, they just made it look like it was mine. This is Will's chemical engineering research, and it's in my handwriting.
Okay, well, here's like 100 pages about how the government is no longer on the side of the people, and we need to fight back.
What kind of person can pull something like this off?
Someone who knew our stuff was down here.
Will?
What's that? What about Nell?
Come on, Jay, we know her.
All I'm saying is anyone could be involved with this.
With what? Look, don't worry. If I really thought you were terrorists, I would have called the cops already.
Hi.
Hi.
What happened to our stuff, Nell?
What are you talking about? You dropped off?
Someone switched out our things. Did you know about it?
No.
What about your roommates?
They left last week. I'm the only one that stayed.
You're sure no one else knew about these boxes?
Yeah, Jay, I'm sure.
Relax, Jay. She didn't know about it. We got in, so could anybody else. And besides, I know when she's lying.
How?
Because she didn't do it until we started dating.
Think it's too late to go back to school?
You better put those feelings on hold, because this is who we're going to be spending the next 24 hours with. Virtual and Fogg's known friends, lovers, and acquaintances.
It's gonna be a good day.
Anyone ask you if you'd like anything to drink?
They did. 40 minutes ago. The fact that it never came, I assume, is part of your strategy to make me feel uneasy, right? As are the camera and the recording equipment in the next room.
Are you uneasy, Mr. Fogg?
No. I'm simply concerned.
As you should be. What were you trying to do with your son yesterday?
What I thought best.
Really? Because you know what it looked like to me? It looked like you were messing with a federal investigation. Getting involved in something you should not be getting involved in.
Tyler is my son.
It's a little late to play the concerned father card, don't you think?
You have children, Agent Chambers, don't you? A daughter, right? Now, how would you react if something were to happen to her?
Listen to me. The only reason that I have not booked you for obstructing justice
is because you can't.
No. It's because you're more used to me out of jail. Tyler might try and contact you. But I want to make one thing clear. It is my job to bring your son in. And if you get in the way of that, there will be consequences.
Maybe I should have brought my lawyer.
Do you know where your son and his friend are?
No.
You get a call from them in one of your many houses. I want to hear about it. You wake up with an idea of where they might be. I want to know about it.
Agent Chambers. This must be hard for you. I'm sure you're under a tremendous amount of pressure from your superiors to wrap this case up.
Nothing I can't manage.
Or middle manage, as the case may be. You have a good day.
Sorry, miss, I didn't see you.
No, it's my fault.
What about the rest of the stuff?
We ditch it.
Trash doesn't come until Tuesday.
That's not fast enough. But this might be. All right, pack up the rest of this stuff. I'll start the grill. Tyler, let's go.
Thought you could use these. You know, blend in.
We're okay.
Tyler, I'm only trying to help you.
Look, I don't have a lot of time for this. Okay, now.
Hey, you ran from here last week. You couldn't leave on that trip.
Hey, I didn't like this place when we were going to school.
Okay.
People have expectations about who I am. You know, what I can do for them.
Do you still think I only dated you because of your father?
Well, when you applied for a job at his company, things just got a little confusing.
You told me you were cool with that.
But I became part of the interview process, didn't I?
Tyler, look at me. Do you think I'd be helping you right now if it was just about a job?
Hold on.
Wait, no, stay here. Stay here.
I don't know, that was Will. He's got a Carol down here?
Hey. I didn't get you through that investment class. You come down here and hang out with Will.
Since my stock is right. Carol down here?
Jay. Okay, there's one more place to look for evidence on Will.
Where?
He had a Carol at the cross-campus library.
Engineers don't have offices there, are you sure?
Oh.
Hello? Yeah. How long ago? All right, thanks. You have to go. The cops are questioning everyone who knew you, and my name is on the list.
Sorry we dragged you into this.
When they get here, just exercise your right to an attorney. And when a lawyer arrives, you tell him the truth. You came home, found us looking through the boxes. That's all you say. One last thing. When things settle down, can you contact Kim for me?
Of course.
Just tell her I'm okay, and I'll be in touch as soon as I can. Thank you.
Wait, what should I tell them about your hair, huh? Last time I checked, you're supposed to be a redhead.
Well, like Jay said,
I was wearing a hat, and I ran from you.
Nell Graham?
That's me.
I'm Special Agent Marlowe with the FBI. We're investigating the Drexler bombing in New York.
I'd like a lawyer present.
Excuse me?
I'd like to have a lawyer present before I answer any more questions.
Something's burning.
Around back.
Out here!
Get on the radio. They're here.
We got over 100 New York and Connecticut officers coming in. They won't get out of the city.
Never say never.
Anything from the girl?
She's staying silent until a lawyer arrives.
Maybe she's in on it.
And maybe she's just trying to buy Birchall and Fogg some time.
We're pushing it.
Don't worry. Things get bad, I got it now.
This is the floor.
You sure?
Yeah, art history. Nell had a thing for Botticelli. Okay, we were over there, which means that Will was down here.
Where are you going? Exit this way.
Will went that way. I was thinking we could surprise him. Come on.
Look, I know he's your friend and all, but he's kind of always giving me the creeps. Please, come on, let's not and say we did. Come on.
Okay.
He's kind of always giving me the creeps.
Is this it?
I don't know. This place is a maze. Wait, yeah. This is it. He used a map to, like, cover the window. But it's locked.
Not for long.
I want to be on with the New Haven field office in 5 and get the live feed up in the strategy room.
Yes, sir.
Miss Doherty, what brings you here today? You finally decided to help us?
I'm here to help Jay and Tyler.
I'll take it from here.
I found a photograph of Will with Jay and Tyler. That could help, right?
It wouldn't hurt, but
I was fired today. Well, not fired exactly, but It was a rough day to start. I've been hounded by photographers, I'm on the news, and then there it was, right in front of me. They're not here.
The pictures?
Yes, the pictures, that's why I came here.
Maybe you left them at your apartment?
No, I just had them developed.
All right. You're distraught. I understand. Now, why don't you take a seat?
No!
Sorry, miss, I didn't see you. I didn't see you.
That man. There's a man who bumped into me at the store. He could have taken them. That's who we need to find.
Okay. All right. Now, this man who bumped into you, did he somehow reach into your purse?
I don't know. You don't believe me.
I'm not saying that.
You don't have to.
There's nothing in there.
And the rest are empty too. They must have been cleaned out when people left. But we don't have time to relax. Come on.
No. Look, I know I was the one who didn't want to come back, but we cannot leave until we've exhausted all the options.
I know, but we've looked everywhere.
Maybe we need to look at things a little differently. Why would somebody stand up there?
Wait a second. You're all right.
There's got to be $10,000 in here. What's that?
A train schedule. North from New Haven. Deer Harbor. He's marked trains to Deer Harbor.
Yeah, that's where he's from. But my dad said there's no listing for him in Maine.
No, that doesn't mean he hasn't been there. Hey, check out this code.
TC084.
Do you think this was some kind of stash point?
Why leave it?
Maybe he thought he'd make it out of the Drexler alive. Come back for it.
I guess there's some people you just never really know.
Drop your weapon, Fog! Put it down! Put it down!
We got him on level 1. Seal the exits. I think they went down.
2 of you with us, the rest cover every stairwell up.
Told you I had it now.
It's the bottom floor, nowhere to go.
Jay Burchill and Tyler Fogg, this is Special Agent Mull of the FBI. I want to talk.
In here. Come on.
They gotta be here somewhere. Let's tear this place apart.
Told you I had an out. Are these the steam tunnels?
Yeah. Come on.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Stop it! Would you people just leave me alone?
Hey,
just
take it easy.
Stop it!
Back off, I'm with the post. Hey, not the camera.
You're a lunatic, lady. I'm calling the cops. I'm pressing charges.
So how far did we go?
About a quarter of a mile. He's running the whole campus.
How the hell did you find him?
I used him to break into the library during off hours, among other things.
Are you kidding me? Your obsessive study habits just saved our ass, pal.
Hello? According to the schedule, the next train for Deer Harbor leaves in less than 10 minutes. Come on. Wait.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm bummed we're leaving.
We'll be back.
The negatives are inside. Photos courtesy of Kim Doherty.
Does Miss Doherty have any more pictures of traveling? Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Seems Traveler has left us quite a mess. You know what to do.
Well,
excuse us.
this was destroyed in the Drexler bombing. I can't move this.
I'm not looking to sell it.
Then what do you want?
I want to know what I have.